I just want to thank you all for coming tonight, and I just want to apologize for any inconvenience that any of our clients have had. However, we really don't feel that it's the fault of the actual service itself. We have several different people that are in our service that are clients, and they have not had a problem getting through our application process. So we really feel that it's the applicants that are applying that are having the problem. Any questions?
Well, yes, I would like to ask, well, what is the company doing because the ratio men to women isn't anywhere near equal, so what are you doing to bring in the male population so that it becomes more equal?
Well, we have done several different application processes that we have had hundreds and hundreds of men apply. However, they just can't get through the application process. They will fail in the process. So we haven't been able to, get them quality men in there that are actually fulfilling the needs of the other clients, the females.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
At what point in the application process do these males cease to be within the process? At what point are they failing to meet up to the expectations of the dating service?
One of the major ones is that they're not leaders. They are followers, and some of the questions that are asked of them are, different scenarios, and a lot of them will choose scenarios where they are following in the footsteps of a female or following the crowd. They are not, they're not choosing the answers that most women have already chosen or are stating that they want in the mates. Anybody else?
What's the name of the company?
The name of the Godly Children, and we are, still looking for more men to apply for it. But
What's the ownership of the company?
the ownership is Jesus Christ.
I mean, the ownership of the company.
Who owns it?
Who owns it? Is it a woman-owned business or?
It is not a woman-owned business. It is a partnership. It is a husband and wife team that found their own mates through this same type of selection service, and it's just a hard process to go through, and there's a lot of women that can get through it because they're answering the questions that need to be answered.
Who created the questions?
Who created the questions? God. All the questions come straight from the Bible.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the women are getting through because they're answering the questions right. Men aren't getting through because...
Is it an open book test?
It absolutely is an open book test. Because you can take your time doing it. And that's the thing. You can take your time doing it, and sometimes halfway through the men will stop because it's too much trouble.
That's what I was going to ask is, have you done surveys to find out why men are either dropping out or they can't get through?
We have done that, and 80% of the time the men just say it's not worth the trouble. And then they'll go to like some of those other ones like Plenty of Fish or weird ones like that.
It seems that maybe you're drawing in maybe the wrong level of applicants. In other words, you're getting quality women, but you're not getting because there are a lot of men who have, high standards that are good godly men, and maybe your service isn't reaching those men to draw them in to even apply.
Well, we have done extensive application like dinners and luncheons through the majority of the churches that are in the area. We have gone through singles ministries. We have gone through a lot of different avenues in order to draw those people in, and still, like I said, we're getting a lot of applications, they're just not passing the qualifications required.
Have you tried North Jacksonville Baptist Church? Because I hear there are a lot of good men there.
Actually, that has been one of ours, and we haven't had a whole lot of response yet from them.
Oh.
But
Well-
we do have a few that have gotten through. And like I said at the beginning, we do have a few men that have gotten through the process. And there are a few men from North Jacks that have gotten through.
Are there any plans to make it easier?
No. The application process is just that. If the women can get through, why can't the men? So we don't want...
Have you had a diversity person come in and look at those questions to make sure that they're not biased in any way? You know how the FCAT can be biased just because they're questions?
No, actually, we haven't. But the woman that is part owner is an HR lady, so she's very well aware of the diversity factor. So she keeps everything pretty close to even there. And there are some questions.
Want to discriminate?
No,
Say.
we understand that. And there are certain questions that are men specific, and certain questions are female specific. So there are certain aspects, because we do follow the biblical aspect of a godly family relationship. There are certain things that we do require the men to have the answers for, and things that we require the women to have specific answers for. Anything else? Okay. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.